Fredrik coming at you with another episode of Hey Bror Fredrik. On today's episode of Hey Bror Fredrik, I'm going to answer the age-old question: are the machines downtown looser than they are on the strip? Everyone asks me that. I get that all the time. But for this episode, instead of my opinion, what I know from experience, I'm going to hit you with facts, numbers, and figures straight from the gaming regulation report that just came out for their fiscal year 2021. Now, the fiscal year here goes from June to June. So it's not the beginning of the year to the end of the year. So the fiscal year, the reporting year of revenue, gaming revenue for the strip, just came out for the preceding year, and it's going to surprise a lot of you. And again, we'll cover, are the machines in Las Vegas getting tighter? I've had my suspicions, and I bet you have too. And we're going to cover all of that right after this. Welcome back. My name is Bror Fredrik, local Las Vegas-based photographer, videographer, cinematographer, and part-time philosopher. And I invite you to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell button to get notified when new videos come out and when I go live, which is generally 2 to 3 times a week. You don't want to miss that. Plenty of ways to support the channel. Links in the description. So let's get right into it. So, for the fiscal year of 2021, which ran from July 1st of 2020 to June 30th of 2021, first let's cover all the slot machines. Of all the reporting slot machines, which there are over 120,000 machines in the entire state. And that doesn't include bars, restaurants, and your 7-Elevens, your bodegas, and all that type of stuff. There's over 120,000 that this report includes. So the overall percentage that the state reports that the casino held over the course of that year is 6.95%. That means for the entire state of over 120,000 machines, the average hold percentage is approximately 7%. And the average coming back to the player in forms of line hits and bonuses and progressives and all the rest of that is 93.05. Let's just call it 93%. So the average payback on machines currently in Nevada is 93% on an average, on a whole. Now that sounds kind of low and compared, well, I'm not going to do any spoiler alerts. Let's get into that at the end of the video. So that is the average for the entire state. So theoretically, for every $100 that's put in, $93 is given back to the player. The house holds 7%. Now, does it come back to you? Not likely. Now that the machines are heavily geared towards the progressives, the casinos, the properties get to hold the money longer and pay it out via progressives, which levels the playing field. So basically, a lot of people are losing 100% of their money for one person to get back that 93%. It has to come back in some shape, form, or fashion. Mind you, this is not table games. We're only talking about slot machines. So, average for the state, 93% for the player, 7% for the house. Okay, so this is what you want to know, right? Are the machines downtown or on the strip looser? Well, here you go. Contrary to popular belief, and trust me, the percentage isn't that huge. But downtown Las Vegas is actually the tightest theoretical hold. The machines recorded and reported in downtown Las Vegas are holding 8.43%. So about a percentage and a half higher than the entire state average, giving back players, the state average again being 93, giving back the players approximately 91.57 to be exact, but 91.5%. So downtown Las Vegas, theoretically and by these records, is holding more money and making more money off their slots and giving less back to the player. Now that's going to make people's heads explode because everyone says, oh, downtown is tighter, downtown is looser, you got to play downtown because downtown is looser. Yeah, there's some anomalies in there like Plaza and the number one pick. You can check the links in the description for my picks of the best places to play, both downtown and on the Strip, and El Cortez beats them all, and that's a downtown property. So they're sort of leveling the percentage. Without them, it'd probably be even higher, to tell you the truth. So they are holding more money. You're only getting back an expectancy of 91.57%. That is higher than the state's average. So that makes them the tightest of all the slot machines in Nevada. So right off the bat, we know Las Vegas Strip is ahead. So there you go. Now let's get into it. Now, how far ahead is the Las Vegas Strip in terms of the payback? Well, let me tell you something. Not that much. All right, here's a couple of interesting facts before we get into that. Who came in second place? Well, second place is owned by Laughlin, who gave back approximately 92%, and they're keeping approximately 8%. So their take is just slightly higher than downtown. Now, you want to know, where does the Strip lay? Is the Strip the king? Are they giving back the most? No. But the Strip does beat Laughlin, and it does beat downtown. So here is the percentage for the Strip. The Strip is holding 8%, giving back approximately 91.97%. Let's call it 92. So for every $100 that goes in, they're keeping 8, spreading back to the player 92%. So these percentages are not huge because it's only 0.5% different right there. So on average, the Strip is holding 8%, giving back 92. So that means the average machine, let's just call it an average, the payback is 92%. Yes, there might be some 96s in there. They might be some 84s in there. I always say I call them high percentage machines. You got to look for the high percentage machines. Now, they're getting a little trickier to find these days. Now, so we know what the Strip is. We know what downtown is. We know what Laughlin is. Okay, where were the loosest machines in the entire state located? And we're not talking about bars. We're not talking about restaurants. We're not talking about the bodegas or anything like that. The winner in percentage payback has been Reno, Nevada, upstate Nevada. They are only holding approximately 5.5% and giving 94.5% back. That is a tremendous difference compared to what's going on down here. That's why the overall state percentage skews back up higher than what we're seeing down here in southern Nevada. It's because of Reno, and it's probably because of some of the local casinos here too. And that's a subject for a whole nother story. Is it better to play local or better to play on the Strip? And I'll get into that on another episode. So there you have it, coming in at first place at 94.4% average machine payback to the customer. That is in Reno. Coming in second at 91.97, let's call it 92% average payback machine, right here on the Las Vegas Strip. Laughlin coming in at 90, approximately 92. It's kind of a tie right there. And then we got downtown Las Vegas at 91.6. Not a huge discrepancy whatsoever. We're only talking half a percentage point. You know, it's 50 cents out of every 100, but still. Okay, let's get into a little bit of bonus here before I wrap it up. Are the machines, we gotta find a place to hang a Yui around here. Yikes. There's so much traffic once you get up in this area. I was yapping away and I got caught up in it. But this is worth getting caught in traffic for everyone. So I'm going to answer the bonus question. Are machines getting tighter in Las Vegas? And I've been suspecting this, and everyone has been suspecting this. When everything reopened after the shutdown. All right, now we're going to make this turn. When everything shut down, when the reopen finally happened, the payback that I noticed on the machines tended to be, I thought, a little more generous than before the shutdown. And I've been noticing things get tighter. The machines that I've been playing that were generally generous have seemed to be getting a little tighter. They don't recognize me anymore. They're not like, hey, Bror Fredrik, come sit down and play over here. Some of these machines, and trust me, I hunt them. I absolutely look for them throughout the casinos. I use my own system to identify them, and I have been identifying them. It's not like I have not been identifying them. And like I always tell people, go ahead and record the machine numbers, because they all put machine numbers on them. That way, if they move it or it's just gone, you're not sitting back at what you think is a great machine, and it's actually not. So I've been suspecting for months now that things are actually tightening up. And this report confirms it. You know, we're talking about 91, 92% on average. That doesn't bode well for the slot player. Am I telling you don't play slots? No, I'm absolutely not telling you. I'm telling you, be very diligent, be very disciplined, go and find the machines with the high payback. I'll put a link in the description how to find a good machine, and that holds true even now. But according to this report that came out, yes, indeed, the machines are getting tighter. Now, what is that a product of? Are the casinos ratcheting them down? Could be. Is it just an anomalous thing? Could be, but things always change. The Gaming Control Board also puts out monthly reports. So it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. But like I said, overall for the year, the machines have been tighter. So each month it can vary. It can be 92 one month, it can be 94 the next month because someone hit, huge, you saw a flurry of giant jackpots about a month ago. That probably skewed the numbers a little bit. Maybe it was even tighter if not for that. But that doesn't mean that, oh my God, it's going to go down to 88% next month. Now, bear in mind, too, that by law, they're allowed to take these machines down to 75%. 75%. They're allowed to hold 25% of all the money going into machines. By law, they could do that tomorrow if they wanted to. So, they're being pretty generous at the average of, 92, 93, 91 and such, 91 and a half. But they could if they wanted to. So just bear that in mind. Let's see, which way are we gonna go? Yeah, let's go down here. This is Spring Mountain Road. I'm heading back to local Las Vegas. Gonna go do a live in a few minutes. So it might change. I'm not saying give up on slot machines. Check the links in the descriptions for all my hacks, discipline, how to play, how to pick machines, which machines you should be playing, which machines you should not be playing, and how to find them in the first place. And like I always say, discipline, 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 discipline. Ton of videos on discipline and money management that you're gonna want to check out. So there you have it. Tightest machines downtown, and then Laughlin, and then the Strip, and the Loosest machines being up in Reno. I might have to take a trip up to Reno and see what. So I thank you for coming along for this little gaming report here, and I hope that answered your questions. If you do have any other questions about this report, I printed it out. Go ahead and drop them in the comments. We can discuss it. We can also discuss that during a live. So once again, I invite you to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell button to get notified about my lives and when I drop new videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can go ahead and do that with Patreon, get you a channel membership, or click on any links in the description below. I got everything in there, from the underwear that I wear to the books that I read, and I get a little commission. You pay the same, but it helps me out tremendously, and I appreciate you. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.